up. So Dubois is trying to get his stick out, but now he's clearly roughing Matthews. I mean, that's a penalty there somewhere. And the official's a foot and a half away. So out of all of this, I believe they're each going to get 2 minutes.
Yes. And the quizzical look of Sheldon Keefe.
Probably not sure what to think. See, I think
a half gone in the third period. Tavares feeds it across. That pass for Riley misfired, and Pionk knocks it out, and Pionk got clobbered there by Spezza. Oh, that's going to draw a crowd.
Okay, so Pionk's the player that hit Sandin, and Spezza was one of the guys furious at the Jets bench. As you see, Sandin's going to leave the bench. Now, the dressing rooms here in Winnipeg are not connected to the bench, so they're going to help Sandin across the ice where he can be looked at by the training staff and the doctors of the Leafs.
And we'll show you what happened when we come back.
And follow-up. There's the hit. It turns into a knee-on-knee on Rasmus Sandin. The Leaf bench is infuriated. Look at Jason Spezza in the middle of the ice. He's screaming at the official right in front of him, Brad Meyer, that there should be a penalty. And then as this play runs down, there's Pionk without a stick, and Spezza takes a pretty healthy run at Neil Pionk. A wild scene that results in no penalties. But Rasmus Sandin in the Leaf locker room.
And a penalty right off the face-off here. As Muzzin goes back, it's against Toronto. Wayne Simmons wants a piece of Logan Stanley. Now Clifford comes in. And the first meeting of the year is turning testy as now Simmons gets to Stanley.
Now with Clifford and Simmons on the ice, pretty clearly Sheldon Keefe wants to make sure that his team's not getting taken advantage of, so he's got them out after a face-off. They play on the same line. And now Simmons is still arguing here with Stanley as they wrestle him into the box. Stanley's trying to get away. His helmet is being held on to. The Leafs will not be very happy if they get a look at the Sandin hit in the break. You know, you often don't see it in real game time. So there's the
Toronto number 24, 2 minutes for cross-checking and a 10-minute misconduct.
So there's the 2-minute minor to Simmons, and they tack a 10 on.
And now Ritchie is jawing with Dubois. We mentioned these teams faced each other 10 times last year. This is their first meeting of the year.
John Tavares will come and serve the cross-checking minor to Wayne Simmons. So Simmons is in the box. Ritchie gives Dubois a cross-check, and
so
this is a different look for the Leafs, and I'm not going to condone it, but I'm going to say I don't mind it. Like you
across to Nylander. Up to Brody, and behind the play, Kyle Clifford and Brendan Dillon are into it.
Two big characters here.
These battles go back to the San Jose LA days.
Toronto 43, Winnipeg number 5, 5 minutes each for fighting.
Now Paul Maurice wants to talk to Brad Meyer. You can see down in the bottom of the screen the guys have already got their gloves off, and
Maurice, of course, former coach. Svechnikov drops it back, and Harkins put that wide. Not exactly what Toronto sports fans had in mind today. Another scrap here. Bunting's into it with Harkins.
Different weight class than Clifford and Dillon.
Yes.
He'll probably end up with a couple of roughing penalties here.
3:16 to go in the third. This game's grown some teeth. Simmons goes in on Morrissey. He got picked off on the way by Stanley. Now Morrissey and Simmons are into it. And now Stanley wants a piece of Simmons, so he comes flying in.
Stanley's going to jump in there because he doesn't want Morrissey to have to try and deal with Wayne Simmons.
And Stanley kind of whipping up the crowd here a little bit. So he and Simmons will go to their respective dressing rooms. And now there's more jawing between the benches.
Now in the management of the game, when Wayne Simmons took a minor and a misconduct earlier on, that's all they can give him.